We are now being joined by Scott Lucas, a professor of international politics, Clinton Institute, University College Dublin. He is joining us live from Birmingham, UK. Thank you so much for joining us on WION. Many are asking, Antony Blinken is taking his 11th trip to the Middle East region and whether or not there should be cautious optimism. In your opinion, do you think something will come of this meeting, and not just with Prime Minister Netanyahu, but also leaders of Jordan and Qatar as he tries to push for some sort of ceasefire?
You need to ask Benjamin Netanyahu that. Antony Blinken has to make the appearance of doing something to pursue the notion of a ceasefire. He needs to do it not only because of the ongoing mass killing in Gaza, where we continue to see 60, 70, 80 people a day being killed as the death toll nears 43,000. He needs to do it also because of the expansion of the war into Lebanon. And he needs to do it because of the possibility, although I think it is a remote possibility, of a direct Israel-Iran confrontation. But the fact here is that it is Benjamin Netanyahu who could make the decision to pull back on these open-ended wars. It's Netanyahu who has pursued the open-ended war with Gaza, even though his own military, his own political members of the war cabinet have told him there is no end game there. And it's Netanyahu, because he was in trouble over the failure to get hostages back from Gaza, who led the expansion of the war into Lebanon, including the killing of the Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. The American line is, Nasrallah is dead, the Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar is dead, you can declare victory. But the problem for Netanyahu is he can't declare victory because Hamas still has those 100 hostages, dead or alive. And as long as those hostages are being held by Hamas, a significant portion of the Israeli population will blame that on Netanyahu. So he has to keep the war going.
And Blinken's visit also comes exactly 2 weeks ahead of U.S. elections and just 2 days after the leak of the alleged Israeli plan to attack Iran. What could be the tone and tenor during the Blinken-Netanyahu meeting?
Well, I mean, you're going to have the posturing for the cameras, and the fact is that Netanyahu has continued to push back on any American pressure to limit the operations, but he'll welcome Blinken. Blinken, of course, and the Biden administration have pressed for the idea of a ceasefire, but of course they won't cut military aid to Israel. They won't call for an unconditional ceasefire. So this is just simply mood music ahead of those elections in the United States. I think what is more serious here is this question about this U.S. document that was leaked. I think you did a very good job of reviewing the possibilities here. But my own reading of that document, although it is speculative, is that the Americans did leak this document, that they leaked it both to warn Iran, look, Israel could hit you at any time, so don't attack the Israelis, but also to tell the Israelis, look, we know what you're doing, we know what you're preparing for, we don't want you to carry out an all-out strike on Iran.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. Professor Lucas, I appreciate your company. Thank you so much for joining us on WION.
Thanks to you and your viewers.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.